Hello everybody and welcome back to Might and Magic 6. Now, this episode I promised that we will be doing a certain dungeon. A dungeon that I actually kind of remembered because I was grinding all the dragons and everything. And I was thinking that this would be a good dungeon, actually a brilliant dungeon to sort of showcase how far we actually gotten. Because it's going to be filled with high-level monsters. And it is going to be filled with a kind of monster that we have met before. And it proved fairly difficult, to be honest. So here we are at the Caves of the Dragon Riders. And this is sort of going to be a showcase of basically how I was grinding earlier. You know, how I cleared out Dragon Sand and everything. Or not cleared out Dragon Sand, you know, Paradise Valley and everything. So here we go. Day of the Gods, Hour of Power. That is a long recovery time for these spells and the protection. And these three spells basically make us immortal. And let me just go through it once again. Our Paladin is now our primary healer with Power Cure and Igraine. The Archer is basically the person that gets us in and out of this mess with the town portals and Lloyd's beacons, so she's basically on standby. She doesn't have a quick spell, and my cleric and sorcerer both have sharp metal, so basically my tactic is run in, gun them down, and then, you know, back up so you can, well, really regenerate but heal up. And that's pretty much it. And here I am standing in Faces of Great Worms, which are just below dragons, I think, in well, dangerousness, difficulty. I don't know how I'm supposed to say that. There are enemies that do more damage. Ironically, they're here in this dungeon as well. But they have a lot less HP. But you'll see. I mean, this is just a taste of how far. Ooh, Arthur! We just got another. Another artifact. It says of the gods and plus 25 spell points. So of the gods gives 10 to all stats, armor class, and resistances, which I honestly don't think is that useful. So I'm probably just going to sell Arthur. It has nice. What's the word I'm looking for? Has a nice name. Is what I was going for. All the artifacts in Might and Magic 6 are basically named after mythological things, you know, like we have the crown named Odin, and we found a necklace, I think, or a ring called Athena and everything. A Defender's Helm, a great sword. I don't even know why I'm picking this up. I'm probably just going to be selling these things. I'm probably not even going to bother enchanting them because it will take much too long. And we have plenty of money as it is for now anyway. So I'm kind of not bothered with enchanting things. Might as well take the Grand Poleaxe. Okay, so there we go. We cleared out one room. So now I'm going to Lloyd's Beacon. I still have a saved Lloyd's Beacon. You can see that it almost ran out now. And this is right in front of the New Sorpigal Temple, so I'll just jump in and heal myself. And then I go straight back in. So this is what I was basically doing for the whole time when I was grinding my way through Dragon Sand and Paradise Valley and Blackshire. And these are the guys that I was talking about. Now remember, when we were in the Warlord's Fortress, these guys were actually really scary. And here we are just tanking them. I'm deliberately not using any spells to do this. And I basically tanked slash mowed down a whole group of them just using my normal attacks. Granted, we do have significant buffs on. And here's how it looks like when I shotgun them with sharp metal in their face. And these are the highest tier Death Knights. These are nothing to sneer at, to be honest. Sneer or sneeze? Is it sneer or sneeze? I can't remember. Okay, so we just aggroed a large group of them. One good thing about this dungeon is they don't actually have any debuffs. the enemies here, and they don't really tend to break my items, to be honest, which is a good thing because repairing your items all the time is seriously a bother. And I don't know why they dislike my cleric so much. There we go, a whole room of really nasty monsters just gone. So yeah, this is what I wanted to do. I basically wanted to show off a bit to you guys, so you can see how far we actually got. And we did get quite far, to be honest, with in terms of, you know, strength and everything. What's this? Mass Fear. Yes, you can learn that. Excellent. Anything other special things? This was nice to sell. Starling boots as well. Oh, this is nice as well. Well, pretty much everything's nice in this dungeon. Ooh, a heroic sword in a barrel. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so let me just down portal back to New Sorpigal. And I'm gonna actually have to sell things because I have a full inventory. And the amount of money I'm gonna get is just, oof, just awesome. I think the alchemist can actually buy all of these. Luckily, we can actually sell these artifacts. So I'm getting 17,000 gold for Arthur here, which to me is basically useless because I really don't like the effect. I mean, I like the effect; it's very good, but it's nothing special, to be honest. So it's much better to just sell it, to be honest. Well, your methods may vary though, but... Another Wonder Mace, you have a Death Mace anyway, so I'm not going to be bothering with that. Don't touch the merchandise. And we basically got like... what's that? We almost got 100 extra gold just from selling everything. I'm just going to recast Hour of Power and then heal again so I have as much spell points as possible. Then just go back. So this is basically what we're gonna do now. This is pretty much what our tactic will look like from this point onwards, at least. There is, however, one point in the game that will significantly change our approach to combat, or it has the potential to significantly change our approach to combat. It's an option that you can use, I guess. I don't know. I always I always have a tough choice deciding whether I should actually go with it or not, and you'll see what I mean later. A few episodes from now, I guess. I'm getting a lot of plate armors. A Lionheart sword, eh? Nice. Oh, that's nice. What's in here? A Grand Pole Axe. Now, Robert, we've been through this. You cannot say that word on YouTube. That's better. No, not again. Robert, you're incorrigible. Incorrigible. Back to New Sorpigal. I need to keep selling things. I mean, it's we're actually getting too much loot. Is that even possible? Do you know what? Might as well. Some regeneration never hurt. Oops, wrong one. Don't touch the merchandise. Don't touch the merchandise. Sell these as well. I could actually try enchanting the Lionheart sword. It has +5 speed and accuracy. Man, this Master Cutlass kicks ass. I'm actually so glad I got that sword, because that is... I would like to say that that's pretty much the best enchantment offense-wise. And it's on one of the best swords in the game. I mean, it would have kicked ass if it was on the Lionheart sword. But, you know, can't have them all. So, Aura of Power again. I just like recasting that because I don't want my haste running out and everything. Let's go back to the caves. And this is a nice way to see how far you actually got in the game. Because this is, in my opinion, this is probably one of the hardest dungeons to do. Because it doesn't have any cheesy tactics, you know. It doesn't have enemies that can one-hit KO you with, you know, debuffing spells or annoying things like that. It's basically a good measurement of how far you actually gotten, because it's basically, it's pretty much, this dungeon is very hard to do because it has a lot of tough, hard-hitting enemies, and if you're good, you're going to complete it, and if you're not, well, you're not going to complete it easily, or as easy. Come on, Roderick, please stop that. No comment. Oh. Accidentally clicked on the skull pile there. And I got weakened. Oh, another Lionheart sword. And another plate mail. Of the Phoenix. And another Lionheart sword. Nothing special. We have enough space so I can just go and heal myself up. And there's still 2 hours and a half of haste. So that's good. I would actually really need to focus on the Death Knights first, because they actually do more damage than the worms, because they have such an incredibly high attack speed. Just for reference, every time he swung the sword, he was basically making an attack, and try to compare that to how often the worm casts its spells. It can basically cut you down really fast. Even though the worms, I guess, I don't even actually know if they hit for more than the Death Knights, but some measure of carefulness is needed, I guess. Some measure of carefulness or care. Hour of Power, excellent. Oh, I already know it. Oh, that's 5,000 gold pieces for me anyway. A rubbish two-handed sword, not gonna be picking that one up. And some lovely money! More money! What did we get? So that's nothing special, we have a better one. Ironically, I'm saying it's nothing special, and it's a mighty broadsword of acid. And I'm like, just waving it off. It's weird because now we're starting to get, you know, like very good loot. And I'm basically waving it off because we're already fully geared pretty much. I don't expect us to get you know, any other significantly better pieces of equipment, to be honest.
Don't touch the merchandise.
This. Oh, still need to sell this one. And there we go. Sell all these, and then I think we just have 2 more rooms, maybe 1 more. 1 or 2 more rooms to clear, and then we're done with the dungeon. So yeah, if you just cast your mind back to how long it actually took for us to kill, let's say 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 Death Knights, and compare it to how fast we've actually gone through this, killing pretty much only Death Knights and worms. It is a significant difference, in all honesty. Oops. Got a bit owned there.
Can we assist you?
Just gonna heal quickly and go straight back in. There we go. So we're kind of reaching the end point of the game, to be honest. Like, okay, not all our characters are maxed. Our paladin is, but some still have a ways to go. But we're pretty much at the end of the game, I want to say. There are some things that I still have to do, like the obelisk quest that I've mentioned and everything, but we're pretty much there already. We could actually, you know, take the time and sort of just fly around and find all the obelisks. Solve the puzzle and get our sweet, sweet loot. Oh, that's good to sell. Mass Distortion. That is an earth magic spell. Oh, we already know all the mass distortions. Well, this is a good diary, actually, if I want to pause and read it. And it has something to do with basically our... it has to do with our... what was it? The Battle Mage, Warrior Mage promotion quests? Which I find is kind of interesting, because usually I don't know why you're doing some certain things, or why certain things are the way they are. Majestic Chainmail. Not that I need it, but... Ooh, a Power Staff of the Unicorn. Don't mind if I do. And then the other Trident. Had a hiccup there. We have enough space to clear the last room, I think.
Can we assist you? I'll be with you.
So yeah, here's a fun fact. This is actually the... I think it's the 4th time I'm recording this episode. It wasn't the cat's fault this time, it was my own. I have no idea how I managed to not record the episode 3 times, so I'm clearing this out for basically the 4th time now already. But you know, I don't mind. I actually enjoy it quite a bit. I enjoy being completely overpowered, and at this point we're basically gods. Woo! Why is everything going on our archer? Come on. And there we go. We actually finished the dungeon. And this was not an easy dungeon, to be honest. Like, in no way was this an easy dungeon. It may have looked easy, but that's only because, you know, we're pretty much, like I said, gods walking among mere mortals. And Roderick is still, you know, just being obnoxious with the things he's saying. Nope, nothing else. That's pretty much it. Can't believe it, actually. This was a very quick run. So let's see if we got anything useful. Titanic Trident, Blast Ring. Increased effect of all light magic spells. Yes, please. Now, I've already been through this. I think these are the most valuable enchantments. Even disregarding the fact that Might and Magic 6 should have been probably called Magic and More Magic. Because Magic is just that much better than Might is in the end game. So this is probably one of the few ways we're actually going to get stronger. If we get, you know, rings and artifacts that have the of something magic on them, and having an item that has of light magic on us basically means our buffs will be significantly more powerful. And I do mean significantly because it's about a 50% increase, I think. I think it gives me +5 or +6 to my 12. And that is nothing to sneeze at. Sneer at? Sneeze at? Scoff at? Nothing to scoff at, possibly. Oh yeah, I actually forgot I sold my boots. I don't know how, probably because I was grinding the dragons and they broke and etc. So it was basically going there barefooted, or possibly wearing flip-flops. What are those, socks? I don't know. Probably socks. So yeah, we just got a weekend because of haste running out. Sell this.
Don't touch the merchandise.
Boom, 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 boom.
Don't touch the merchandise.
Oops.
Come back. Don't touch the merchandise. Looking for a way.
And sell just this batch and the wand, I guess.
Can I help you find anything?
There we go. And we basically finished that whole dungeon, like in, well, what seems like about 10, maybe 15 minutes. And that is just how far we've gotten, and that is a good thing. That is a good feeling, to be honest, when your characters all get overpowered. How much experience do we get? We get 2 levels worth of experience out of that, and we've pretty much jumped from, I think, about 200k to 548,000 gold pieces, which is also pretty amazing. Let's just go to Blackshire and train.
How about some okay?
So, what are we going to do with skill points? I'm actually going to reserve skill points because I remembered something. We'll need some more skill points for something in the future. Still bodybuilding and meditation with the other guys, and of course finishing up all your unmaxed magics. So see, my sorcerer wasn't even rank 12 dark magic. They were all dark magic masters because you only need, you know, the expert rank, which means level 4, and then you have to just cast a then you just have to cast an Armageddon spell. Nice, some more horseshoes. Eat these. Can't level up anything. But anyway, guys, yeah, that was it. It was a sort of a quick episode. I really wanted to show you guys just how far we've actually gotten, and sort of showcase what I think is pretty much the end build and the end tactics of Final Fantasy VI. At least with this particular setup, you know, the Paladin, Archer, Cleric, and Sorcerer. And I'm actually really proud of how we got here. We still have some things to do though. So, I don't know, maybe in between the episodes I'll do some more grinding. I don't think I will though, because I think that we're now pretty much strong enough to finally tackle the Control Cube quest. And even though I pretty much, you know, blasted through one of the most difficult dungeons in the game, the Tomb of Varn is in a league in and of itself. So yeah. It's still gonna be quite messy in there. It's going to be a long journey. We still have a ways to go before we actually finish the game, I guess. But anyway, guys, I was Chrysantheme, this was Might and Magic 6. I hope you liked this episode, like and subscribe if you did, and you can also leave me a comment if you have any questions. And I'll see you here next time. Bye bye!